Rikers. Rikers Island, one of America's most notorious jails, is now one of its deadliest. The island is a 413.17-acre island in the East River between Queens and the Bronx that is home to New York City's main jail complex. Named after Abraham Rycken, who took possession of the island in 1664, the island was originally under 100 acres in size, but has since grown to more than 400 acres. Isaias Johnson, 24, was found dead in September of an apparent drug overdose after telling his family he saw no way out of Rikers. New York City's notorious Rikers Island jail complex has long had a reputation for brutal conditions, but in recent months the situation inside has spun out of control. Rikers Island say they are on hunger strike, protesting conditions such as lack of medical care and access to other services that have persisted since last year due in part to the COVID-19 pandemic and a lack of staffing at city jails. 10 people incarcerated at Rikers have died this year, at least 5 by suicide, the largest death toll at the jail in years. It employs 8,949 uniformed officers and 2,027 civilian staff, has 543 vehicles, and processes over 100,000 new inmates every year, retaining a population of inmates of between 3,000 and 6,000. 5. Its nickname is New York's boldest. Disorder that has gripped Rikers Island North Infirmary Command, N.Y.C, consists of 2 separate buildings, one of them the original Rikers Island Hospital built in 1932. It houses people in custody with acute medical conditions and require infirmary care, or have a disability that requires housing, that is compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. N.Y.C also houses some general population detainees. 26 Trinitario gang members charged in Rikers Island stabbings, slashings and other violence. Estimated about 200 people at the Robert and Davern Center on Rikers Island have not taken meals since Friday at midnight. The department provides for the care and custody of people ordered held by the courts and awaiting trial or who are convicted and sentenced to 1 year or less of jail time. New York City's Rikers Island jail complex has long been a dysfunctional, violent place. The dangers faced by detainees and guards alike in a jail system in which slashings and stabbings have surged, but 2021 has been particularly bloody. Spread across 8 jail buildings on an island in the East River, between the Bronx and Queens, Rikers houses more than 4,800 detainees on a given day, a majority of whom are awaiting trial and have not been convicted of a crime. Rikers, the obituaries: 15 people at the jail died in 2021. In January, its population rose above 5,000, an increase of more than 25% from the spring of 2020. The city's notorious jail complex in the East River, New York City's notorious Rikers Island jail complex has long had a reputation for brutal conditions. Rikers Island has a reputation for violence. Suicide attempts happen so frequently. Both abuse and neglect of inmates, attracting increased press and judicial scrutiny that has resulted in numerous rulings against the New York City government, and numerous assaults by inmates on uniformed and civilian staff, resulting in often serious injuries. A Rikers Island inmate stabbed in the eye was taken to an infirmary for medical treatment by other inmates. Burglary suspect tried to rape nurse on Rikers Island, was stopped by another inmate. DA said just after 2:20 a.m., he lunged at a correction officer, touching her breast, then at 4:19 p.m., forced a 51-year-old nurse into a room and locked her inside with him, prosecutors said. Inside Rikers Island, that dysfunctional U.S. jail where inmates have free rein. In Rikers, the officers give you a knife. They'll sell you a razor. Drugs from correction officers who've turned around and told